welcome to Roundtable with Rose. My name is Rose Malcom. I am a licensed professional counselor in the state of Ohio. I currently work in a private practice in Putnam County, where I see between 24 and 35 clients a week. I focus mostly on couples, women, children, and teenagers. I also spend 9 hours a week working at Miller City Schools, providing social emotional wellness programming. So today's an exciting first day for you. It's the first step to improving your health. We often have many roles that we, act out in our lives, okay? So we can be a partner, a child, a sibling, a parent, a friend, sometimes even an employee. And oftentimes everybody else that needs us takes priority. So we often forget to prioritize our own needs and things that we should be doing to fill us up, right? So I'm hoping you can take a moment to close your eyes and think about the goals that you want to set at the beginning of this challenge. Now, picture yourself at the end of the challenge. What habits did you learn? What bad habits did you let go of? So, one thing I often tell my clients that is that if it doesn't challenge you, it's not going to change you. So instead of going into this challenge thinking I can't do it, or it's too hard, or it's impossible, what would it be like to tell yourself challenges are good for me? I'm going to learn so much, and that this is going to spill over into my other areas of my life, which is an exciting thing. So sometimes we have to be our own biggest fan. We can't always have others support us because they're busy with their own lives and their own roles, right? So we need to learn how to do this ourselves. And it's an amazing gift to learn and to give to yourself of being your own biggest fan. So how do we do that? We find the positives. We write down our successes. I don't care if you write it down in a calendar, a journal, a Post-it note, or even the notes app of your phone, okay? Just write it down. Write down the day that you made healthy food choices, the day that you lost a pound, the day that you did some exercise, the day that you said, you know what? I'm going to have a positive attitude, because all of those things are your successes. Find motivational quotes. They can help boost you up on days that you're thinking, oh my gosh, I really don't want to work that hard today, right? And then spend that time patting yourself on the back, being grateful for everything that you have and everything that you've succeeded at for that day and the days prior to that. So, a quote from Aristotle: "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit." So what does this really mean? Well, let's take a step back for a minute. Think of all of the athletes that you know. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Michael Phelps. There are too many to list, right? What is one thing that they all have in common? Well, they all have in common the fact that they practice their sport for hours every day. They train literally almost every day of the week, right? Okay, so for you to be successful at this doesn't mean that you have to exercise for 7, 8, 10 hours a day. It doesn't mean that you have to starve yourself, right? It means, though, that you do have to put in effort, and you do have to stay focused on what your goals are and what you're hoping to accomplish. So, some closing thoughts for you. Weight loss is not impossible. Weight loss is hard, but hard is not impossible. So I found that quote and I thought that anything could be substituted for weight loss, right? So any new thing that we try and learn, or new habits that we try and integrate into our life, can be really hard. But it doesn't mean that it's impossible. It just means that we have to pretend that we're an athlete and we're going to practice at it, right? So one thing that will help you be successful is having fun with this challenge, right? Because when we're having fun, things seem less hard and it seems like it's easier and more attainable. All right. I'm hoping at the end of this challenge, you will have built up your sense of self worth and you'll feel a little bit better about yourself and be excited to take on new challenges in your life. I'm hoping that you will have made some healthy new habits, which is an exciting thing in and of itself. And I'm hoping that you have learned how to celebrate the wins. I'll be back in a few weeks to check on you guys and to give you some more motivational words. Good luck and have an awesome time with this challenge.